Hey, what's up my wild mustachians, and welcome back to another wild video. Now, first and foremost, hit that bell button, check out my last video, and have some fun on my channel. So let's get right into it. Hey guys, and welcome back to Weekly Prize Check. This is actually week 6, and I want to say right now, I'm so stoked because we're almost to 2 months of this series, and I'm happy about this because y'all enjoy it, I enjoy it. It does take me a little bit to do it, but you know, I don't care. If you want anything shown in the Weekly Prize Check, you need to let me know before the end of the month, because honestly, when we get to the 2 months, that'll be a little bit ahead, but we can put some more stuff if you want to know how much is going for it and so forth. So that said, let me know in the comments below. So basically, we're gonna go over is gathering slash crafting equals base US medium prize equals 200 times. Now, with that said, we're actually gonna do as well go by Undermine Journal, because that's gonna have the medium price of all servers. So basically, let's get right into it. So with that said, we're gonna cover mining. Now, mining is something that's been going down. Don't get me wrong, blacksmithing does have some stuff you can sell, but not as much profitable as anything else on the market right now. So basically, that's why you're seeing a decrease really fast. Don't get me wrong, Moonlit ore is just still great to farm, but it's kind of not, abundant compared to a lot of other stuff. So I kind of would stay that away from all the other stuff. I mean, you can still go do it, but honestly, it's a give. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. But that said, let's actually get to herbalism. Herbalism is something that always keeps going up and down. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the last week was the down, all of it was down, and I was kind of like upset with that because I was like, wow, this is really going down pretty fast. But this week we see some light in the end of the tunnel. Sea stock went up 116 gold, and Akunda's bite actually went up 136 gold. Now, might not seem much to you, but if this continues and if we see a sea stock rise to like 20.0 gold or just 20 gold flat, actually it's the same thing, right? But anyways, if we see that, we can actually start farming that more because sea stock is one of the easiest to farm. Now, don't get me wrong, Winter's Kiss is really easy to farm, but sea stock is just as easy, if not just a little bit less easier to farm because it's abundant compared to others. Now, with that said, let's get to skinning. Now, skinning is actually a pretty thing right now. It's like weird. It's all going up except for Bloodstain. Now, don't get me wrong, Bloodstain is not going to keep going up because that would just be OP, but Bloodstain is just as much, like almost just as much, actually a little bit more than Moonlit ore, which I would go with Bloodstain Bone because they're so easy to farm. I showed you a spot, which is a dog spot, right? That dog spot is actually a decent spot to get Bloodstain Bones. They haven't even nerfed it or anything like that. They instant respawn. Now, with that said, I would go for that, but anyways, everything else like the coarse leather, the Tempest Hide, Shimmering Scale, Mist Scale, and even the other, calcified bone, they're going up, and it might not be much, but if we could continue this, just continue this thread, just keep going, we're actually going to be able to see some more people actually farming. And the reason why I think that this is actually going up is because most of the time people are like, I don't want to go farm it, they're so cheap, I can just buy an auction house. That could be most of the reason why. And whenever people buy out, they just put like these for a lot more, so that could be the reason why, but I don't see any other reason why. Now, with that said, let's actually move on to fishing. Now, fishing is a little thing right now that's going, more down than anything, but I will say that slimy mackerel and perch came out of nowhere. Like literally last week they were doing like horrible, and this week slimy mackerel, not Merkle, slimy mackerel went up 1,038 gold. I was like, what am I doing? Let me go and just farm that. Now, they're not that hard to get. They're really not that hard to get. Now, let me know in the comments below what you think, why that's going up. I mean, I'm lost for words for why slimy mackerel went up, but hey, it could be just a whole thing I'm missing. Now, with perch, I don't understand it either. That's something else too as well. Let me know in the comments below. So this whole series is just basically going over the prices going up and down. Now, with that said, let's actually get into engineering. Now, engineering is a fickle matter, okay? It's never going to keep going up. It's always going to go up one a little bit, then it's going to go right down like real quick. Like for instance, insulated wiring last week went up, and so did chemical blasting cap, which this week blasting cap actually went up too as well. Actually, the insulated wiring went down back 170 gold, which is not too bad, but it's not too good. So that means at a 200 stack is 782 gold. I mean, like literally, I wouldn't go farm those. Now, with the chemical blasting cap, it went up 136 gold. It's actually going little by little. If it continues this trend, you're gonna want to actually farm some chemical blasting caps. Now, with that said, let's get right into tailoring. Now, tie spray linen is going down, and I'm very excited about that. Keep going down. Keep going down. I have a lot of people telling me that they're either 6 gold, like 6 gold per, meaning about 1,200 a stack. Dude, if it is 1,200 stack on your server, buy it and just do the flip I told you about, which is the bracers. You get the bracers, right? You make the tailoring bracers, and you actually disenchant those, and boom, you're gonna make profit like nothing. Now, with that said, deep sea satin is actually 1,092 gold down, which is crazy. I mean, it's gonna keep going down, but still in the 30s, not bad. Anything that's above 30 per is really good right now. Well, now the steaks. Let's get to the cooking. The steaks actually went 6 gold up. Loins went 72 gold up, and actually binary flesh actually went down 106 gold. Now, I'm gonna say right now, these are not hard to get. Anything in the cooking area is easy as hell to get. do not, whatever you do, don't buy any. You're gonna get this even if you're doing skinning, if you're actually also too as well, just killing mobs that actually drop this stuff. Now, with that said, let's get down to the disenchanting. Now, disenchanting is something I love, and honestly, they're going down a lot. If you can see on the screen right now, a lot. Now, you're probably like, well, then is it worth doing any of this? Yes, guys, because you got to think about it. Look, you're going at 22 each for Gloom Dust, okay? Now, if you go in to get Tide Spray like I showed you in the past and everything, and let's say your Tide Spray is 6 gold, you're going to make a killing out of this. Like, I've get, like, for instance, my friend Daniel, he said that, what's it called, his was like 6K, not 6K, but 6 gold on the server, and then he bought every single one of them, 90K. He made 500K profit. Actually not 500K, about 410K profit, because he got 500K out of it, because he did that video. That is crazy, guys. So if it's under a margin, go buy every single Tide Spray you have, or just go farm. You know, anything that's easier for you guys. Now, with that said, the shards and crystals, are they worth it? I mean, they're going to come with it. The shards are going to come with it, and then any epics you get, you get the crystal. So those epics you don't need, you know, because you're fully 380 already. To just don't, you know, you just sell them. You know, just don't use them for anything else. Sell them because you can make enchantments, but they're not worth it. Now, with that said, let's get into the bags. Now, with bags, they actually are going down just a little by little. They're not always going to just plummet, because that's not the way it works. Bags are going to stay relevant. Now, don't get me wrong, Deep Sea bag is actually 1,199 gold on like the most servers, but on my server, they're like 600, so they're useless to make. And the 32 slot bag is actually a little bit less on this week than last week. About what I didn't put the sorry guys, I didn't put actually the down or up on that, but I will have a, you know, on the thing that shows actually down and up. Now, with that said, I will say that alchemy, okay, alchemy is going down a lot too as well. But this is expected, and the reason why this is expected is because it's the end of the raid, guys. You got to remember, November's coming, and we're gonna get BlizzCon, and then right when that happens, we're gonna get the 2 weeks notice of, hey, you know, patch 8.1 coming out, and then the raid's gonna come out, so forth. These are gonna go skyrocketing. You believe it or not, these are gonna go skyrocketing because people want this. So the best bet is get stuff that to make this, or make these, save them, then sell them whenever the new patch comes out. Now, with that said, pets is something that is a bit, you know, it's been a fickle matter to me too as well, and that's because they go up, they go down, they go up. Now they're going up right now. Now the baby quag is actually up a lot, which is pretty cool, because if you have that, you can sell right now. Gear Spring Hopper is actually down. It's a little bit down, not too much, but hey, you know what? It's still in the 900K, so not 900K, but 90K. And it's really good price. Now with Slippery, you're actually going to be 19K up, which is cool because seeing that we're actually 149K for that pet, if you have it, sell it right now too as well. Now with the Bloodfesters, these are actually staying at the same price. Blue has stayed at the same price for the last 3, I think. So basically that kind of like, it's weird. It's like weird that it's staying there. You would think it'd go down or up. Now with the yellow went actually 3K up, which is cool because I expected it to go up because it is one of the few out of all these is the less ones on any server. So basically this one went up 3K, and it looks like it's going to keep rising. Now with that said, we are going to go to Bountiful Captain's Feast. Now that is down 18K. That's kind of a shame because I was going to farm a lot of stuff for this, but still, it's still worth it to do if you can actually find the right place to farm and so forth. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. Tome Quiet Mind went up 1,780. That's pretty legit. I like that because that shows that a lot of people still want tomes, and honestly, that's something that you should look into to make. It's very easy to make. Vanta's Runes went down, and that's suspected because it is end of the raid season. Now, with that said, top of this week, this is what you should do. This is what I would do. Bloodstained Bones, you know, this is the prices. I'm gonna show the prices, but I'm gonna tell you what you should do, okay? Bloodstained Bones, Moonlit Ore, Slimy Mackerel, Siren's Pollen, and Akunda's Bite. These are all the things that you should be going for. Now, don't get me wrong, I want to give a shout out, and I'm gonna give a shout out to not Star Moss, but Sea Stop. If you want to, guys, start getting that, because of next week, if it goes up at 3 gold or something like that, you're gonna want to have those stocked up on you. Now, with that said, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, stay stashing. Cool. So I said, you know what? Let's find another spot. So this spot I am actually at is great for actually groups and monks. Now, the reason why I say groups is because I saw a group one time, a long time ago, that was doing this, and it wasn't during Mr. Panda. It was actually during BFA, and you might say, that's not a long time. It just came out. Well, it was at the beginning of the expansion, and honestly, they were just farming this place. They were farming this place. They would put a statue, and they would do 2 groups, just like they do in BFA farms. Now, with that said, you can do that all you want, but as a solo player,